Hello and welcome back to That's Football. This is the watch-along for France versus Peru. I hope everyone is doing well. It's a big game, isn't it? An absolutely massive game, this. France didn't look very convincing against Australia. Peru looked decent against Denmark. Have we got an upset on our hands? Have we got an upset on our hands? Now, you guys know me by now. Let's bloody hope so. I'm very excited for this one. The team news is interesting. I mean, the team news for Peru is interesting because I don't know any of them. But the French team news is interesting because Deschamps has put in a little sprinkle of debate in there for us to talk about. So let's get straight into the team news then. I hope everyone is doing well as per usual. Of course, I've got your comments nice and large here, so get involved. I want to know all your opinions about everything, starting off with the team news. So, Hugo Lloris in goal, standard. Pavard, Varane and Titi Hernandez is standard. And now this is where it gets interesting for France. I don't know. So they've got Pogba, Kante, Matuidi, Griezmann, Mbappe and Giroud. Now, two options are you play a midfield two with Pogba and Kante and then play Mbappe on the right, Griezmann in the middle, Matuidi on the left and Giroud up front. That's interesting. That is one way to go, but that means that Blaise Matuidi would be playing on the left-hand side as a left winger. That would be mental, right? Or you go a three in midfield, which I think is better. Go with Pogba, Kante and Matuidi, and then have Mbappe, Griezmann and Giroud, meaning Griezmann would have to go on the left. Why would you put Griezmann on the left? He's a striker with Giroud up front. I'd like to see Griezmann play in behind Giroud. It's a weird one, isn't it? Look, if they go for the midfield two with Pogba and Kante, and then Matuidi on the left and Mbappe up front, Mbappe on the right, Griezmann in behind Olivier Giroud, then not only are you playing Blaise Matuidi on the left-hand side, which is weird, but two, you're playing Pogba in a midfield two, which would not get the best out of him. If you play Matuidi in a midfield three with Pogba and Kante, you're then going to have to push you're then going to have to push Griezmann on one of the wings, with Mbappe on the other one and Giroud down the middle. Which is also weird because you want Griezmann straight down the middle so you can get the best out of the player. It's a weird one, isn't it? What do you guys think? Get in the comments. I want to know what you guys think about that team news. How do you think they'll line up? Will they go with a midfield three of Matuidi, Pogba and Kante and push Griezmann out to the wing? Or will they play bloody, what's his name? Matuidi on the left with Griezmann in behind Giroud and Mbappe on the right, which would be weird. And then also, not only you're playing Matuidi on the left, but you're playing Pogba in the midfield too, which is proven to not excel in, which is odd. Lynn says, loving Keane, Everett and Giggs on ITV. I love Keane. I love Keane as a player. I mean, I didn't really get to see him play so much, but I've obviously heard a lot about him and watched him play sort of after it's happened, so in clips and things like that. But I think he often plays into the Roy Keane. He plays into the Roy Keane act. He says things sometimes just to be controversial. He doesn't really mean them, and they don't really make too much sense. You know what I mean? And I feel it's a bit bitter sometimes. Where is Scholes as a pundit? He works BT Sport, doesn't he? So the TV showed their lineup in Australia. Matuidi, Kante as a midfield two, with Pogba on the left wing. But Sukesh, that doesn't make sense either. If you did switch Pogba and Matuidi and put Pogba on the left and Matuidi in the middle, that wouldn't make sense either, would it? Matuidi, Kante is a midfield two, Pogba on the left wing. You just commented that again. How's your day been, Sanders? My day's been well. Obviously, I watched the Australia versus Denmark game. It was a decent game, wasn't it? I think Australia deserved to win once again, although I didn't necessarily believe that their penalty that they scored from was actually a penalty. I think it was a handball, but I do think it has to be deliberate, really, sort of, to be a penalty, doesn't it? Also, he's like Mark said in the stream, he's jumping up with both hands. You can't jump like that. You have to jump like that, don't you? So, if the ball happens to hit you from a metre away and it hits your arm, that's nothing. You can't do anything about that. Arturo says Pogba could play behind the striker in a 4-2-3-1, and Mbappe on the right, Griezmann on the left, Kante and Matuidi as defensive mids. Yeah, okay, that's true. So, yeah, you could play Kante and Matuidi in the middle together. Pogba as a number 10. Griezmann on the left. Mbappe on the right. And Giroud up front. But then you're still pushing... But that doesn't make sense, really, because you want Griezmann either up front or in behind the striker. With a talent like that, you don't want to push him out on the left. You're not going to get the best out of him. So you'd want him and Giroud together are really good. We saw that in the Euros in 2016. Why would you push Griezmann out on the left? I don't get that. Although saying that, so I think Deschamps is a nutter. I think he's an absolute nutter, and we'll have to wait and see how this team news goes, because I've read the team out for you, but I don't know what he's going to do with it and how he's going to sort of shape it around. Like I said, I want you guys to get in the comments and tell me about that. But he has played Giroud. Now, I was bantering on about the whole game, wasn't I, in Australia? Why is Deschamps not playing Giroud? Why is he not playing Giroud? Every time France got it out to the wings, they had to cut it back in and try and play through Australia centrally, because they couldn't put a ball into the box, because the only striker for France was Antoine Griezmann. Now, Antoine Griezmann, if you don't know, isn't very tall. So every time they did put a ball into the box, the Australian defenders cleared it very, very easily, because Antoine Griezmann was never going to be first up to it, was he? So he has sort of listened, he's been watching That's Football. He's been listening to my advice. He has played Olivier Giroud, dropping Ousmane Dembele. Now, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Giroud's inclusion? Giroud's come in for Ousmane Dembele. We don't quite know yet how the team is sort of going to shape up. I'll read you the names. I want you guys to get in the comments how you think the team is going to shape up. So I'll read the team news for you out. Lloris in goal. The sort of defence is pretty easy to figure out. Lloris in goal, Pavard at right back, Hernandez at left back, Varane and Umtiti as the two centre-backs. Simple enough, right? Then, Pogba, Kante, Mbappe, Griezmann, Matuidi and Giroud. So if you put Matuidi in the midfield three, then you're pushing Antoine Griezmann out on the left with Mbappe on the right and Giroud up front. It's okay, but I'd prefer to see Griezmann through the middle, whether it be right up front or in behind Giroud, right? If you play in midfield two and you put Matuidi on the left, then not only are you playing Blaise Matuidi on the left wing, which isn't his position, and also you've got Pogba in the midfield too, which is proven that he's not very good in, and then you've got Griezmann behind Giroud, which is okay, but you've got those two issues. Or you put Pogba as a number 10, Griezmann on the left, Matuidi and Kante in the middle, Giroud up front and Mbappe on the right, which you're then pushing Antoine Griezmann out on the left, aren't you? So I don't like that. I don't like that. For people that are joining, Deschamps is playing Olivier Giroud over Ousmane Dembele, but like I just said, very, very interesting how he's actually going to play it. I don't quite know, if I'm honest with you. I'm not quite sure. Let's get in the comments. I'm so excited for this game, because if you don't know, so as it stands at the moment, Denmark are on 4 points, Peru are on 0, Australia are on 1, and France are on 3. So if Peru can win this game, which they showed they can against Denmark, now admittedly, Denmark aren't as good a side as France are, but Peru did create a lot and they did look very good. So if they can beat France today, which I think is possible, that would put France on 3 points, Peru on 3 points, Denmark on 4 points, and Australia on 1 point. That would go into the third group game, leaving the group wide open, which would be so exciting to see. Han says the mic quality sucks. Mate, I'm going to get a new mic very, very soon. Don't worry, I've got that now. Well, I'm going to order it. You know what? I'm actually going to order it after today. I'll order it after this game and I'll improve the mic quality. But yeah, I think if Peru can win this today, madness. Obviously, they're the underdog. Obviously, France do look better on paper and should win this game. But we've seen it's not that clear cut. Against Australia, they weren't fantastic, were they? So let's go, Peru. Let's hope that they can get the win today and blow this group right open. Also, if you can't, if you look at the Peru kit, they've always got that sachet. Now, I was looking through my wardrobe, flicking through, and I saw this. And I was like, oh my Jesus Christmas. That is a Peru-style polo. So I thought I'd get that involved, support Peru, and yeah, get behind the team. Got to be a 4-2-3-1. Big Bay, yeah, fair enough. It's a 4-2-3-1. That's fair enough. But how's he going to play that? I don't know. If it's a 4-2-3-1, is he playing Matuidi and Kante in the midfield too? and Pogba as a number 10, Griezmann on the left, Mbappe on the right, and Giroud up front? Or is he playing Pogba and Kante in the midfield too, with Matuidi on the left, Griezmann in behind Giroud, which I think he should be, and Mbappe on the right? Is that the case? I don't know. Get in the comments. He's a mug, Deschamps, whatever happens. Hi, Sander. Who do you think will win the World Cup? Go far, possibly, and why? I think Mexico are going to be the big surprise team of the tournament. 4-2-1-1-2. That's awful, though. If he does play that central with a 4-2 midfield, so sort of a 4-2-1, like having Pogba going forward, and then one in behind Giroud and Griezmann, then they've got no natural width. And when they've got no natural width, what's the point of playing bloody Giroud? Because Giroud's biggest strength is, getting on the end of balls in the box. So if he does go with a very central sort of 4-3 in midfield, with one sitting in front of the back two, and then one in behind Giroud and Griezmann, they've got no natural width and therefore no natural crossing, which doesn't make sense. Basically, when it comes down to it, as Mark says, Deschamps is a bloody fool. Only one mug here, Sander. Yeah, it's clearly you, David. I'm joking, it's me. I just am a mug, but, Sander, how is your break-up going with Griezmann? Me and Griezmann have a tough relationship over the years. I think he's the biggest MUG of them all. So, I don't like him. But, he's a decent player, isn't he? Bring Mark back. Nishan, he'll be back later on tonight, mate. He'll be back for Argentina, Croatia. The cheeky lad stole that off me. I was ever on that one, Mark, and you know it, but I don't mind. He can do it. I might pop onto Skype with him when he's doing it. If he needs me, he can drop me a line and get me on. So, it's going to be a fantastic game later today, isn't it? Argentina, Croatia. I think Argentina are going to lose. I'm just saying. But we'll get into that later. Towards the end of this watch-along, we can start previewing for the next watch-along. Sander, Pogba plays with more freedom as a number 10. All right, but then you're pushing out Griezmann to the left. And Griezmann, yeah, he can do a job on the left, but ideally you'd want him either up front or in behind a big man striker who they've got in Giroud. Do you know what I mean? Griezmann left wing, Giroud up front, and Mbappe on the right. So then, okay, yeah, right, fair enough. That's from Manan. Then he's going Griezmann on the left, Giroud up front, Mbappe on the right, and then the midfield three of Pogba, Kante, and Matuidi. But then you've still got the same issue in playing Griezmann on the left, which I don't think is the best thing. Also, because you don't want Griezmann putting in the balls. You want Griezmann sort of in and around the area, on the edge of the area, to hit it when it pings out. You want him down central because that's where he can create the most havoc. Aaron Chen says, my bet is Croatia is on Croatia too, Sander. I just think Argentina's defence is about as useful as balls on a dildo. Do you know, it is about as useful as balls on a dildo. It's just so bad. It's so useless. And I think they're going to get exposed by the likes of Perisic and Mandzukic and Modric and Kovacic, Rakitic and the rest of them tonight. And Dejan Lovren. Dejan Lovren really pisses me off in that Croatian side because everyone's itch. Follow the bloody pattern, Dejan. All right? Oh, yeah, so we've got Mandzukic into Modric. Plays it across to Kovacic. A ball into the box, back to Mandzukic. He heads it on into Dejan Lovren. Ruined it. You ruined it, Dejan. You ruined it. Canning is going Mbappe left, Griezmann right. Same issue then, really, isn't it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. Pankaj is going Matuidi on the left. Yeah, maybe. Nishan says, what club do you support? I support Manchester United, Nishan. Argentina is not that bad, dude. Argentina, defensively, are that bad. Going forward, A grade. Going forward, they're bloody brilliant, but defensively, honestly, they're useless. Yeah. Lovren. It's true, though, isn't it? Griezmann has left forward, not out-and-out winger. Yeah. But then if you've not got an out-and-out winger, well, you could have that in Mbappe, but I'd argue that Mbappe's best centrally as well. So if you've got no out-and-out wingers, what's the point in playing Giroud? Because you've got no out-and-out wingers, you're not going to have much ball into the box. So it doesn't make sense to play Giroud then. I'd rather you then sack off Giroud and play Ousmane Dembele, you know? If I was Deschamps, I'd sack off... I'll probably play a midfield 2 and then play Ousmane Dembele on the left, Mbappe on the right, Griezmann in behind Giroud, and then Pogba and Matuidi in the midfield 2. That's what I'd go with. Argentina is only good at the front, but nothing at the back, like a girl with a chest and great flat butt. Yep. Every single Iceland player is named Son. Good. Cheers for that, mate. Probably we'd be looking to pick out Giroud with long balls. Yeah. Thing is, it works dynamically. It's fantastic, isn't it? Because you can put a ball into the box. Like, you can lump it up from Pogba into Giroud. Giroud will knock it down to Griezmann, and Griezmann will finish it off. It works. It works. Or get the ball out wide to your wingers. They don't really have. And put a ball into the box, into Giroud. If that doesn't work, it pops out to the edge of the box. Antoine Griezmann there. Bang. Back of the net. But I just don't think... If you push out Griezmann to the left, you don't have him on the edge of the box, you know? It doesn't make sense. It is nonsensical, is what I'm saying to you. The bench of France is pretty impressive too, Sander. There's Dembele, Lemar, Fekir, Tolisso. Holy crap, that's a first-team bench right there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's true. We haven't touched on that. Good comment there by Aaron Chen. Now, I've got an unbelievable bench, and if it is all going wrong at 60, 70 minutes, don't worry. Bring on Dembele and Lemar, and Tolisso in the midfield, and you'll be all right. You know, it's just... I don't like Deschamps. I think he's an idiot. Griezmann will play off Giroud, that's what I think. But then you're playing bloody Matuidi or Pogba out left, you know? Doesn't make sense. Guys, 2 minutes until kickoff, right? Obviously, I will be about a minute behind you guys. So, I've got a timer there, as you can see under the scores. Just pause your TV and then sync up with me. I will be about a minute and a half behind you guys, so don't worry about that. Just pause your TV, sync up with me, mute your commentary, sack all those ITV and BBC lot off, and listen to this. Get involved in the comments. The streams are all about you guys. They're all about you guys, so get involved. I want to know your opinions. Do you think Deschamps is an idiot? Do you think this team works? ITV have got Griezmann on the right and Mbappe on the left with a midfield 3 and Giroud up front. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I just think it's a waste to put Griezmann out in the wing. But, you know. Bonjour, Jens. Bonjour, Arsenic. How you doing, pal? As you can see by my top, lads, it resembles the Peru kit. I am supporting Peru in this game. I just like to see an underdog do well. Also, a Peru win would make the third round of games in this group absolutely bloody unbelievable. And, you know, I'm doing watchalongs for them, so I'd prefer them to be exciting than not, you know? If France wins, Aussies are out. No, that's not true. That's not true, because if France wins, Aussies play Peru. They can beat Peru. France beat Denmark. Denmark are on 4 points, as are Australia, in which case it will go down to goal difference. So, yeah, if France wins, it's still interesting, but it would be even more interesting if France loses or draws today. Come on then. I've got my finger on the timer. We're ready. The teams are out on the pitch. France versus Peru, 2018 World Cup in Russia, has kicked off. Oh, I timed that really well, didn't I? I'd love Peru to win, but I doubt it will happen. France have too much great individual players. Yeah, but then again, we said that with Denmark. I know France are a step up from Denmark, but we've seen how difficult it was for France to break down Peru. And if Peru can do the same thing today, sit back, be resilient, hit France on the counter-attack, you know, you might see a shock today. I hope we get a shock anyway, put it that way. Mods, come on, do your job. Oi, lads, if you're going to put in fake goals, then you're just going to get blocked. You're just going to get blocked. You just are. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Matty. Matty, we've got a few fake goalers, fake scorers. So, fake scorers, you're going to get timed out. Then you're going to get blocked. I don't want that. You don't want that. And most importantly, Mark doesn't want that. So, don't do it. Also, I want to put out a little statement here. It's not going to happen. You won't follow it. But, saying that, what was I saying? Mark's throwing me off there. But, guys, can you not put goal in the comments even if they do score? Because it ruins it for the people that are synced up with me. Because if you're watching it live, people are like 30 seconds, 40 seconds behind you, and you put goal, it ruins it for them. So if you could just not put goal in the comments, that would be good. But if you do, don't worry about it. I know you guys are disobedient anyway, so you're going to do it regardless. But, yeah. Bend over. You are gone now. Is that right? Oh, no, we lost one already. Man down. Hi, Sander. How are you doing? I'm well. I'm excited. Come on, Peru. I'm sporting the sort of kit, if you will. The sachet is on. So I'm excited. I'm hoping for the underdog win. If not, I just want to see either Peru win or France batter them because I want to see good football. So, got a man down here, the Peruvians. Man down, rum-pa-pa-bum, rum-pa-pa-bum, rum-pa-pa-bum. No, it's Carrillo. As if. Carrillo's down here, guys. And if you watch the last watch-along, you'll know that Carrillo was actually one of the best players for Peru, which is just annoying. It is annoying, isn't it? So, he's up on his feet now, though. He should be all right. He's walking it off. Come on, mate. I've got the sachet on for you. I've got the sachet on. As you can see, we're 2 minutes, 50 seconds into the game. Come on, Peru. Lump it forward with the... Red rag to ball asking people not to do something. Lol. I just thought I'll put it out there, and if people want to obey, they can obey. But 3.5 minutes into the game, it looks like France and Peru up top. I want to see how they're lined up here. So Mbappe's on the right, Griezmann is central, or is he? Griezmann looks quite central. He's dropping a bit deeper. Wait, what number is Matuidi? Oh my god. I think they're playing Matuidi on the left. Fully playing Matuidi on the left. They are playing Matuidi on the left. France are playing Matuidi on the left. So what it looks like at the moment is Mbappe on the right, Matuidi on the left, Giroud up front and Griezmann in behind. It could change. It could be really fluid, so it might not stay the same. But from what I've seen at the moment, trying to make it out, it looks that way, which is ridiculous. Yeah, can someone time that? What's that account called? The United Stand, I think it's called. Can we just ban that? I don't know who that is. Whoever runs that's a bloody mug. But can we just time that out, please? Helps on to get a nosebleed and break his record of 500 watching, mate. Guys, share the video if you haven't already. We don't have many people watching. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm an idiot. But at the end of the day, I think my record was like 800, pal. So, have it. But, do get sharing the video, lads. Tell your mates about it to get as many people involved as possible. I think when the game's good and there's something happens in the game, it spikes. So, hopefully we get some sort of Peruvian goal or a France overhead kick or something like that. Yeah, who's that? The United Stand lad. Get him banned, please. Thank you. Five minutes into it, a lot of banter in the comments, which is always good. That's what we like to see, isn't it? Banter in the comments, back and forth between me and you, back and forth between everyone in the comments. Mark Dog would get 800, mate. Mark Dog would get like 1K, no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, I'm doing my best. I feel I'm building up a relationship with you guys. I'm sort of averaging now 300 of you, so I know that I've got that base following from you guys. So all the people watching at the moment are the people who really are here every stream for me. And then, you know, hopefully over time we'll build on you guys and make you sort of Wet Lettuce Army a little bit bigger. That's the Wet Lettuce Army is sort of my group of people. The Goldbridge Army is sort of, they're just a bunch of mugs. I'm joking. Got a fantasy team, Sandra? That's from Jamie. I don't have a fantasy team, mate. No, don't have a fantasy team. I just don't. With fantasy teams, I sort of start. Well, I haven't even started this for this World Cup, but usually every season, I'm Premier League and football deprived. The fantasy team sort of the new season comes out. I'm on it. I'm making it because I'm just so excited for the season. And then 2 weeks in, I'll just sack it off and forget about it. What's the watch record? I don't know what Mark's watch record is. Probably something ridiculous like 2K or something like that. But for the World Cup, it's about 1,400 for Mark. My one's 800 watching at once. That's my record. Admittedly, we went straight back down for 450. No, he kept it for a little bit. Mark speaks sense and Sandra is entertaining and animated. Yeah. I don't speak sense. I'm just nonsense, but, you know, I think I speak all right. I think I speak a few bits of sense now and again. Only now and again, though, lads. Not don't get carried away. Not all the time, Jesus. Come on, then. Let's call on the game. 7.5 minutes into it. Nothing really of note yet happening. The Carrillo number 18 is a man to watch out for. I'm wearing the sachet in support of Peru. So, yeah, Carrillo is one to look out for. He was down injured, but he's got back up. He's okay. Say my name, say my name. Yeah. Knocking it about here, Francais. On the ball on the right-hand side. I don't get Deschamps. Mate, he's an idiot. All I'm saying, I've gone over this 10 times. Mbappe at the moment. Trying to faff about with it. This is the thing. What are you doing? France's game plan is all wrong. Why are they bloody faffing about with it through the centre of the pitch when they've got Giroud in the box? All you got to do, Mbappe go stand on the touchline. The other winger, I think it's Matuidi, stand there as well. Ping it out to him. Put a ball into the box. Do that enough times, and Giroud's going to get on the end of it, and you'll score. That's a simple game plan. Why the hell are they faffing about with it, trying to play tiki-taka football through the centre of the pitch? It doesn't make sense. Here he is. Carrillo on the right-hand side, the man to watch out for Peru. Put ball in. Cut back. Decent. You're cornered here. Ref! Oh my God, he's mugged him off. Oh my God, that should be illegal. That should be illegal. Peru deserve a goal for that. Nice bit of skill there by Carrillo. That's a foul, ref. Advantage. Ball into the box. Lloris collects. Say my name, say my name. Fred. Sander, can you say my name? It would make my day. Ben. There you go, Ben. There's your name. Said. Hey everyone, the game is on live ITV. You don't need to watch it on here. Well, firstly, David, welcome. We're not showing the game because that would be illegal. Secondly, you can watch the game on ITV, mute the commentary, sync up with me and sort of pause your TV and sync up with my timer just under the scores there. And then listen to this. Get involved in the comments, that sort of thing. It's an interactive show we've got going on here. Sander, are you commenting on the Germany game? When is that, mate? When's the Germany game? Jake Bowman says football is a lot more complicated than that. It doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. Just send it out wide, put a ball into the box and you'll be all right. AJNL, he meant, yeah, of course he did, mate, but I'm switched on. They got a chance there. Griezmann going through on goal. He hit the crane behind the goal, so that should tell you enough about the finish. Nice bit of play there. Giroud, it was really unlucky for Peru. But they're all right. It's gone out for a goal kick. Sander, could France put out wrong lineup news to mess opponents up? Perhaps it's 4-2-3-1 with Pogba at cam, Griezmann out on the left flank, and Matuidi actually tucking in the central defensive midfielder role. I don't think it is that from watching the game for the first 10 minutes. I'll have to have a little more in-depth look. But what I'm saying is, regardless, If that is the case, then you're then going to have to play Griezmann on the left, which you'd want Griezmann through the centre, in behind Giroud. That's how you play those two together. So even if that is the case, then it just doesn't work, does it? One high up the field here by Kante, as per usual. Good tackle there by the Peruvians. Actually, it's not gone out. I thought it went out there. Paul. Pogba on the moment, on the ball. Shoot. Oof. Decent shot there. Keeper had it covered. Nothing really to worry about. But, you know. Decent. It was an okay shot. It was an okay shot. Pogba's definitely not playing as a number 10. Definitely not playing as number 10. He's playing in the midfield. Man, Mbappe are so skilled. He's a good player, but I don't actually rate him as highly as other people do, if I'm honest. Get in the comments. Okay, here we go. There's a little question to ask you guys. Is Mbappe over or underrated? Overrated, underrated. In my opinion, overrated. Do you think he could be one of the best players in the world? Or do you think he's just a bit of a glorified Rashford? That's what I think. I think he's just as good as Rashford. Rashford just as good as him. My back's really hurting, lads. Let's go for 50 games and 50k subs, and the game will be shown. Yeah, apart from the fact it won't be shown at 50k subs. Although, could we hit 37,350 subscribers today? Me and Mark are trying to go for 37,500 today. So if we could get 37,350 in this stream, it'll be good. Leave Mark to get the big numbers. We don't do big numbers on these streams, lads. Let Mark get 150 subscribers in his stream, and you know, potentially even more. Overrated, rightly rated. No. The question was overrated or underrated, so you can't be on the fence. Underrated, overrated. Underrated, way overrated, overrated. I think overrated. I think the majority of people are going overrated, if I'm honest. Remember, what you're rating him on is his transfer fee. He sold for upwards of 100 million. 100 million. I think it was about 150 he went for. Hidden visibly says, you are deluded. It's all good sitting behind the computer and typing, you are deluded, but just get in the comments and tell me why and why you disagree with my opinion. I've got my opinion, you've got yours. We're not always going to see eye to eye, but that's the beauty of the channel, isn't it? Ball into the box here. It's a corner for France. Peru get rid. Goes out for another corner, as it's commonly called in Spanish. I don't think it is, if I'm honest. Sander, have I missed any key moments in the game? Not as of yet, mate. Not as of yet. Ball into the box, another corner, of course, of France. Decent, Varane! Chance. Big chance there. Varane should do better, I think. Pretty much a free header for him. I think he might have gone a little bit... No, he should do way better than that. Tried to stick it in the back post, but he should at least be hitting that on target. Big chance there for Raphael Varane. Should be doing better there, in my opinion. Say my name, Varane. Shame Varane didn't get that in. Yeah, mate, he should be doing better than that. If Mbappe is 150 mil, then Martial is at least 220. Only thing is, in Martial, he's just so inconsistent. And like, oh, Pogba, stop that! I'm gonna call the police. That was illegal. Let me just type in 999 because someone needs to arrest that man. That was a beautiful bit of play. I disagree with your opinion because when you let your hair down, you remind me of Fellaini. We all know, Mark. We all know that it's just you fancy Fellaini a little bit. we all know. Oh, it's a penalty! Oh, guys, penalty or not? Get that in the comments. Get that in the comments. Penalty or not? So you let Mark banter me off. I deserve it. I deserve it. I do deserve it. You know what I mean? I ask for it. So I let him banter me off. Lads, penalty or no penalty? Get in the comments. I want to know. I need to see the replay. I need to see the replay to that. Of course, we have got VAR, so if it was a clear penalty, then he'd be given. Oh my God. Someone scroll back the stream and check, okay, and check what I said. I said the way they should play as well. They've got a good tactic here with Giroud up front and Griezmann in behind him. Pogba will play a long ball up to Giroud. Giroud will head it down to the edge of the box and Griezmann will shoot back of the net. Now, although that didn't hit the back of the net, that was the exact pattern of play we saw. Pogba, long ball, accurate ball into Giroud. Giroud headed it down into Griezmann at the edge of the box and Griezmann shot. It didn't go in, but it almost did. Switched on. Switched on. Pen. I don't think any of us have seen the replay, if I'm honest. It was quite a good shot, that. But it was a decent save. It was too central, wasn't it, that shot? Not interested in Griezmann's vanity anymore. He's annoyed so many people with his selfishness lately. Gary, I'm not going to go over that again, bud. I don't know if you're trying to put your fishing line out there because I'm not falling for the bait. I'm not biting. Sanders so inconsistent. One time with great maturity and another time with total goofball. Fair. I think goofballs are fun. I like goofballs. Lukaku better than Martial. Same like her. Let's not talk about that. I actually rate Giroud so much. He is quality. That's another question I can talk to you guys about. Giroud, Olivier Giroud. Do you rate him or do you not? I'll tell you what, I think he's a bloody brilliant striker. I think he's great. You play him as a big man, little man combo up top for any team and he'll score you goals, guaranteed. I think he's brilliant off the bench as well. He's great to have as sort of backup, but I think he's actually got an abundance of quality. I think Giroud's actually bloody brilliant. I actually really rate him, especially when you play him alongside an Antoine Griezmann. Because, like I said, you got the different dynamics. Then ball over the top here into Antoine, into the keeper's hands. Oi, what do you reckon then? And Olivier Giroud, rate him or not? I don't rate him at all. Super sub, rate him. Giroud is amazing. He's the best. He is the brilliant target man, isn't he? But he's not just a big guy either. He's actually got a lot of quality on the ball as well. Like his finishing's decent. Super sub striker. Don't like Giroud. Love Big Ollie. He's quite split in the comments. Mark, if Mark is watching still, which, you know, he probably isn't. But if he is sort of still watching, hello, first thing. Secondly, can we get a poll going? You can make the poll up, mate. I don't know what you want to... Peru, France, win, draw? Who like maybe that sort of thing? Or, I don't know, how far do you think France will go in the tournament? Round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, or finals, something like that. Just get a poll going in the top right-hand corner so we can get interacting even a little bit more. Giroud is very good. Rate him over Griezmann. He's not better than Griezmann, but together they complement each other, I think, Griezmann and Giroud. Oh, Matthew McFadden. Matthew McFadden says Giroud is slowly getting to the category where he becomes so underrated and everyone points out that he actually becomes overrated. Do you know who was like that? N'Golo Kante. Ball into the box here for Peru. Go on, lads! Get rid. There's a foul given there, I think, on Titi. I think Kante got to that point where he was so underrated in that Leicester title-winning season that all the pundits were like, oh my God, this is the thinking's man player. It's not Mahrez and Vardy, it's Kante. So they drummed on about him for ages, so much to the point where we were all like, oh my God, he's the next best thing since sliced bread. And then we're like, oh my God, he's the best midfielder in the world. Do you know what I mean? So underrated, he's overrated. I think I said that on the United Stand, actually. A little while ago. Say my name. And give. Heung-min Son is becoming in that category. I think Kante fits that mould perfectly. Peru on the ballon at the moment. Oh, trials. Almost a good flick there. Don't like Griezmann. Oh, welcome. I like you. I like you, Max. My prediction is that France score 2 and Peru scores 1. See, just 2-1 then. 2-1. Fair enough. Yeah, actually, I haven't given my... That's another thing we haven't done. Oh, my God. This is it. We always do this. Coming forward here, Peru. Yeah, that's a corner. Or not. Just kept in. Predictions, lads. Get in the comments. I want to know your predictions. Adam T says, I like this Carrillo guy. If you didn't watch the last Peru stream, Peru versus Denmark, I did it, obviously, on this channel. And bloody hell, he was good. He was their best player. He was very skillful, very pacey. And yeah, very good player. So if they are going to cause a threat, Peru, it's definitely going to come from Carrillo. But predictions. I want to know your predictions. I'm going to go for 3-1 France win. No, 2-1 France win. Tana is overrated. I don't know how you can overrate someone with 322 people watching. If I had 1k people watching, then you'd be like, all right, he's overrated. Matthew McFadden 3-1, 3-0, 2-0. Oh, get up, you mug, as AJ now says. 1-1, 1-0 France, 4-1 France. Oh, get up, titty. You absolute titty. He is a bit of a tit for doing that, though, isn't he? Yellow card? Yellow card? Yellow card for that? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I don't think that was a yellow card ever. You absolute titty, yeah. Coming forward here, the Peruvians. Carrillo, ball into the box. But goes out for a corner. Come on, Peru. Put a good ball into the box and head it home. What a hit, son. What a hit. I got a corner here, Peru. Come on, lads. What can you do with it? Put a decent ball in. Ball goes in. Hello. Ah, they get rid. France get rid. You know, I've actually been destined to do this shot. Oh, drags it wide there, shot. I'm so weird. When I used to play football, I used to commentate on my own games. I'll be like, nice. Jack plays it into Dave. Dave shoots. Oh, close there. That would be me. I'd just be, because I was centre back. So when they were all going up front and there was all going on, yeah, I was faffing about. I was just a bit bored. So I was like, I just commentated on my own games. I've been destined to do this. Destined. Sandra, is your shirt supporting both teams? Well, really, I was really going for a Peru supporting outfit with the whole sachet thing. But now I'm looking at it even closer. Dark blue, France. So if anything, this shirt, polo, was made for this game, wasn't it? It was really made for this game. Why do most Peruvians have white hair? It's sort of genetics for it now. I'm joking. I'm pretty sure they just dye it. Referee should have given a yellow to Titty there. He is an absolute titty, isn't he, Titty? I shouldn't really do that again, should I? I shouldn't make that joke twice. So that's just sad. Mate, I was just bored, all right? I was just bored. Peru fans are louder than all the fans at Old Trafford. Bet you go to the Emirates every week, do you, pal? Come on, mate. Oh, gets rid. Come on, Peru. Oh, foul for France. Dave with the winner. A draw could actually make this group interesting. Mate, a bloody win for Peru would make this group interesting. So interesting. I'd love it if Peru were to win. I'd be absolutely ecstatic, mate. Absolutely ecstatic. Some say the makers of the polo shirt had this game in mind when they made it. Some say the quote, the statement was 100% correct. Or, oh, come on, Peru. To be fair, 25 minutes into it, according to most of us, France are one of the best sides in the whole bloody competition, France. On paper, they are. So, Peru, a team that haven't really made the World Cup, I think, for a long, long time, to be doing so well 25 minutes into a game against one of the best teams in the tournament, you've got to take your hat off to them. If I had a hat, I'd take it off. Hey, my name's hey, my name. The game's on BBC. Polo shirts are so underrated. I bought this a little while ago. I'm not a fan of the big Ralph Lauren logo here, but I just liked the sash. Sachet, I'm a fan. Although it doesn't go around the back. Pogba so deep. I can't believe bloody Deschamps. Deschamps is a flipping fool. He's a flipping fool. Why the hell is Blaise Matuidi playing on the left bloody wing with Giroud and Griezmann up front and Mbappe on the right with a midfield two of Kante and Pogba? Pogba's behind Kante at this point. Mate, Deschamps is a fool. Deschamps is an absolute fool. Not more of a... Oh, Kieran Bailey. I was about to say, not as much of a fool as Kieran, who's just asked Xhaka or Pogba, but then I realised Kieran Bailey's my mate, so... You know, he's a fool, Kieran Bailey. We love our Kieran Bailey, but he's a fool. Welcome, Kieran. Hope you're doing well, pal. Pogba, of course, mate. Xhaka's an absolute mug. He's actually one of my most hated players, Xhaka. He's so bad. I'm sorry if you guys disagree with that, but... Peru on the ballon at the moment. Spread it wide to Carrillo. He's a decent player, this Carrillo. Oh, stop that. Go on, Peru. Ball into the box. Oh, he's faffed about. What are you faffing about with it over there, pal? Mug. We've hit 37,300, which is decent, but our goal was 37,350 for today. So smash that subscribe button. Get sharing the video as well, lads. Want to try and get as many of you involved as possible. I'm excited. You guys are great in the comments. It's a fantastic game on at the moment. Get subscribing. As I keep saying, we are live here with every single World Cup game. Whether it'll be me or Mark, we will be here for you guys. So get involved, get subscribing. Why not? It's decent. Sync up with me. Just pause your TV. I'm at 28 minutes into the game, so pause your TV and sync up with me. I'm aware I'm about a minute behind you guys. And mute your commentary, because they're all mugs on ITV and BBC. Get involved in the comments, get involved with me, and enjoy the experience. I don't know what is going on with my neighbours, but I think either someone's crying or having a massive poo. One of the two. Because I'm just hearing, oh. I'm just hearing, oh. I'm thinking, what are they up to up there? Jesus Christmas. Denmark, Australia 1-1. It was indeed, yep. Because can you hear that as well? I don't know what they're doing up there. Jeez. I can't keep talking when they're just doing this up there. Aren't you meant to be at school, Sander? Mate, all I'm saying is I've got a stomach bug, apparently. So, you know. Any other gooner in here, or is it just you? Well, Arsenic, if Kieran stayed in there, then it's Kieran. But, you know, he might have gone. He might have left. Foul here. Oh, Mbappe's down. He's hurt his back. Poor him. Oh, piss off, will you? You're going down like that for that. Ah, he's jumped in the air. Mbappe's jumped in the air. He was never... Oh, he can piss off. He's a mug. He's a mug. He's a mug. Oh, Alex Ryd's put it together and put... They're crying from a massive poo. Deary me. Deary me. He was a mug. That was a dive there, and Mbappe, the idiot. Arsenal, come on, you gunners. That's from Callum Christie. 30 minutes into the game. I don't know why we've dropped back down to 376 people watching. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. I'm grateful for the people that are sticking around. So, come on, Peru. Good bit of play there. Put it out wide. Okay, now go. Put a ball into the box. Don't shoot! Oh, so close. Come on, Peru. Okay, defend, defend, defend. Okay, good. They've got men back now. They've got men back. They've got men back. Oh, that was close, that one. So close. It was a good save. They could have gone 1-0 up there, Peru. Ball out wide. Oh, mate, Deschamps is an absolute tool. He's an absolute tool. Absolute tool. Why the bloody hell, when you put Giroud in the team, right, you've acknowledged an issue that you had last game in the fact that you didn't have any height in the box, okay? So you put Giroud in there, but you then put Blaise Matuidi on the left. Madness. Come on, Peru. About 15 minutes until half time, lads. Get knocking it about, Peru. Okay, get knocking it about. Do the same thing as you did. I balled up top there. It's all right. Titi's got the ball. That's it. Win it back up the field. Peru look very, very decent, don't they? Peru look very, very decent in this game. How is Tolisso dropped for Pogba? It's unthinkable. Well, apart from the fact Pogba was... He's... What? If anything, he's been dropped for someone else, right? Surely. Oh, don't give it away there, Peru. France have got the ball. Paul on the moment, on the ball at the moment. Good little ball out wide. Oh, they're idiots! They're bloody idiots! Put the ball into the box for Giroud. What are they doing? Idiots, mate. All of them. Bunch of idiots. Oh, I can't deal with Deschamps. I cannot deal with Deschamps, man. Right, they've won the ball back right at the field here, France. Matuidi, the left winger. What is he doing? Carrillo is really hard-working, isn't he? He's a really hard-working player. Oh, Pogba, you god. Oh, there's a good chance there for France. Mbappe have a sort of a back heel flick type thing to try and send it goalwards. Pogba's so good. That is what Pogba's so good at. That's why you've got to get him forward, because he's so good at seeing those runs and playing accurate balls into the people, into the strikers. It was a brilliant ball for Pogba. Brilliant, brilliant ball. Lads, let's get sharing the video, can we please? Jesus. Get sharing the video. Get more people involved. And we're trying to hit 37,350. They're coming forward here, France. That's a foul. Yeah. Apart from the fact that's a foul, but let's not talk about it because it was Peru. Carrillo's such a good player. Oh, Pogba's so good. Ah, shit. 1-0 France. That was unlucky again. France have got so lucky. Oh, I don't like him. I don't like it. They piss me off. They piss me. I'm actually getting goosebumps because they piss me off that much. So unlucky for Peru. So unlucky for Peru. They slip it in behind. He shoots. So basically, Pogba slips it into someone. I don't know who. And then he shoots, but the block, it goes under his leg, but it bounces it up, which gets it over the keeper. And then it was going to go in anyway, but then Mbappe's just there to stick it in the back of the net. Tap in, mate. Tap in. It's flipping annoying. Flipping annoying. Because I'm not going to swear. It's so irritating. They're so lucky, France are. It was lucky, mate. What are you on about? It was lucky. It was so lucky for France, Pankaj, mate. It was so lucky. They got so... I feel so bad for Peru because they've been very, very decent in this game. And they were the better team in that Denmark game as well, but it's been so hard done by, haven't they? Now he's overrated from FIFA. Type McCrappy. This goal for Giroud come on Mbappe. Like that thumbnail, mate. Thanks. Well, it's not me that really does a thumbnail, but it's Mark. So thank Mark. But drop a like on the video if you do like the thumbnail. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the content. Just drop a like on the video. Just do it. You don't need a reason. Just like it. You know what I mean? Just sharing is caring, isn't it? Trying to get forward here, Peru. But good clearance there by Pavard. Supposed to be neutral, Sander. Yeah, no, I'm not. Ethan, no, I'm not. I'm not supposed to be neutral. I'm not supposed to be neutral, mate. I give my opinion and I feel how I feel. I'll say how I feel, mate. Nice bit of play before the goal, yeah. But it was a lucky goal, as you say, Matthew, yeah. It was a lucky goal. It was just lucky. The play was decent, but it was a lucky actual finish. The finish was just lucky. France got lucky with the draw as well. Australia, Peru, and Denmark. Yeah, definitely. Peru sloppy at losing the ball. France efficient in taking advantage. Not really lucky, Sander. All right, but Lynn, the actual goal. The actual goal was lucky. Like, sack off all the before play, but like the before play. But the fact he shot, he hit the defender, bounced over the keeper, and then Mbappe was there to put it in the back of the net. That was lucky. They have been dominating the game, France. Don't get me wrong. They have been dominating the game, and they probably do deserve that goal. But the actual goal was lucky. You can't argue with me about that. At wide here. Carrillo is by far their best player, isn't he? I think if he doesn't get a move to the Premier League, I think he could be good at Everton or something like that. Or Bournemouth. Maybe a bit higher than that. Maybe, I think Burnley could do with him, you know. No, there's nothing wrong with luck, but it's just annoying if you're supporting Peru. It's annoying. New design of thumbnails are so much better than the old ones. Thanks, mate. Well, tell Mark that. Mark, congratulations, mate. People are a fan of the thumbnails. Check out the Uruguay one yesterday. Don't actually watch the stream because the game was a load of dog, all right? But the actual watch-along for the thumbnail for that was beautiful. No nation has dominated this World Cup. Yeah, it's a good that's a good comment, Mal. It's a good comment, definitely. No nations, apart from, I'd say, maybe Belgium, but they only played Panama, didn't they? Have dominated this World Cup so far. They haven't. No one has. Germany lost, Argentina drew, Brazil drew, France narrowly beat Australia, England narrowly beat Tunisia, Belgium, yeah, but they played Panama. Mexico been decent, so... Kane Pogba says so many haters. Oh, mate, I don't mind, mate. I don't really mind. I haven't really seen too many haters. It's not too many. Mate, if you think there's a lot in there now, you haven't seen my streams before. Come on, Peru. That's not offside. He's on. Good play. Carrillo, shoot. Good ball that by Pogba. Pogba's actually Pogba's been my man of the half so far. Oh, it was a good save there by Peru. Who's been your man of the half, lads? Coming up to half time, 39 minutes into the game. Who's been your man of the half? I'd say Pogba. I think he's bloody brilliant. He's been creating so much, Pogba. He's been at the heart. If you look at all the chances that France created, Pogba's been at the heart of them. Jack Lundmark said, wet lettuce. Indeed, wet lettuce indeed, mate. Negativity, I mean, oh yeah, I don't really mind, mate. I don't mind. Can't say because it's Panama. England had a hard game against Tunisia. Brazil versus Switzerland. What? Sana looks very angry. I'm actually not, George. I'm quite a happy person. Although I'm a bit pissed off that France are winning, but that's how it is. Pogba, yeah. Everyone's going Pogba back for the man of the half. That's what I'd go with. I'd go with Pogba. Even until says French are class, in my opinion, don't get triggered. No, mate, you can have your opinion. I think French are good. I think the French team are good. I think they've got a tool as a manager in charge, that's all. Pogba, yeah. Oh, I think Pogba. Archie says Pogba has been crap. The lovers of dabbing don't watch football properly. So apparently, about 50 of you that have commented, more than that now, about 90 of you that commented Pogba, you don't watch football. But, fair enough. I think it's quality. I think every chance they've had, France, he's been at the heart of. Carrillo was on loan at Watford. Is that true? Oh, so why did I have not heard of him before then? That's weird. Did he do well at Watford? And you guys ever burnt yourself and then it bubble, the skin bubble? I had that the other day. It's healed now, but it's still like a bit of a scab there. Have you ever had that? Like, basically, I was cooking an egg. I was checking the bottom of it to see how burnt it was. It fell over, splashed in the oil. Not only that, but it splashed front ways down so that the yolk broke, which I like my egg, like, so I can pierce the yolk. So the yolk broke. But then also, as it fell down, the oil splashed all over me. And then it was actually, it really hurt and it bubbled up. My hand bubbled. Pogba and Varane are the only 2 French players I included in my dream team. So on the Pogba just needs to be more consistent. Yeah, well, talk about consistency. 2 games he's played for France and twice he's played well. So, mate, what? They're crying now upstairs. How, mate? That must have been a big poo. This kid's crying. What is going on? Knocking about France now. I reckon they just got to see it through to half time and then come out at half time and do even better. Thanks for the 365 people that are watching. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you. Every single one of you, I appreciate you. I really do. I really do. You know, get subscribing. We're trying to hit 37,350 subscribers, which would be good if we could do that. I mean, about 100 subscribers. Maybe a bit under, but, you know. Still got time, so get subscribing if you haven't already. Drop a like on the video and share it as well to get more people involved. Shot. Oh, good save there. Good save. Oh, if that went in, that would be AIDS. Yeah, good shot there, to be fair. Yeah, they should have. I reckon they should have scored, to be fair. Shot, bang, good save. Bang, and he just hit it into the ground, didn't he, that second shot? France are playing well. France are playing well. France are playing well. Answer this. Don't you create your own luck? You do create your own luck. It's true. They have been, you know, they were pressing. And like I said, they deserve that goal. But all I was saying is, it's just annoying because Peru defended quite well and it was a relatively lucky goal. They're coming forward there. Mbappe on the right. Ball into the box. And why is he playing it? I can't understand what they're doing. I can't understand why they're not just getting it, putting it into the box and getting Giroud on the end of it. You do that enough times and you score. I guarantee you. You do that enough times and you score. And Titi will make a mistake. So I've got the final of the World Cup. Can you and Mark do a joint live watch-along? I'm sure we can, mate. I'm sure we can. 15th of July, lads. So what's that now? It's 21st of July. So just under a month until that happens. We're here. Remember, we're here every single day for watch-alongs with you guys. So also on Monday, so at the moment it's Mark doing the 1 o'clocks. I'm doing the 4 o'clocks your time, British time, and then Mark's doing the 7 o'clock British times. But on Monday, it will change as to where, because Mark can't do the 3 o'clock kickoffs his time, so it will change where I will be covering both, because basically on Monday it changes to 2 games at 3 o'clock and 2 games at 7 o'clock. So from Monday onwards, I'll be watching a game. Actually, I can get both games up for the 3 o'clock game, so I'll be covering one, but also dabbling in the other, and then I'll be doing one 7 o'clock game, and he'll be doing the other 7 o'clock game. So, yeah, that's the structure for these sort of other group games. Need this Pogba for United. Yeah, he's been good today, hasn't he? He's been good. But the reason I think he plays better in this system because he's got people making good runs. He's allowed that freedom to go and express himself, you know. Whereas I don't necessarily think he has that at United. 2 minutes of stoppage time there, lads. 2 minutes stoppage time. It's been a good first half. It's flown by, isn't it? It's flown by. That's a good pass. That's all right, to be fair. Why are you guys all commenting numbers? Type 1 if Sandra is cool. Thanks, lads. Apart from the fact you're all commenting 4, 3, 9 and 5. I hate it when you guys do all this, type this if you think this, because I can't get involved. Coming forward there. I want to see you guys talking about football. Anyone else thinking that Griezmann passing is atrocious? It's all right, mate. I haven't noticed it to be really bad, to be honest. I haven't noticed it to be bad. Pogba is a victim of Mourinho's system. I think so, yeah. I do think so. About 1 minute left of this half then, lads. About 1 minute. FIFA, by doing the running and tackling, Kante dominated that midfield almost on his own. And what has Matuidi done all day? He's done absolutely jack. Absolutely jack, mate. Nothing. All right, you guys can stop. Matthew, can you at this point just delete every single number spam? Matthew, there's just a little one. Just do as many as you can, mate. If people spamming numbers, just delete the comment. Just delete the comment. Why is Dembele not playing? Because he's been dropped, mate, from Matuidi to play on the left wing. So yeah, Dembele didn't play very well for Barcelona last season, did he? Apart from the fact he went for 135 million. Ridiculous. Going forward there, France. But Peru are all right. They got back the ball. Subscribe if you like Sander. That's one. See Matthew McFadden's trying to get the spam's gone. Cheers, mate. I know it's difficult, but you know. The Marcher confirmed corners. Corners aside, who the bloody hell was corners? Let's have a little look on Twitter. We have hit half-time, lads, so I'll stop the timer. I'm going to have a little look at Twitter to see if there's anything going on in the news in the world of football. I hate how they've made Twitter they've made it like highlights rather than, what's the word? Like, in terms of the time. I can't think of the bloody word. Chronological, that's the word. Anyway, we have hit half-time, lads, and more of you are joining since we've hit half-time, which is good. Welcome to people that are joining. We have hit half-time. It's good. I'll give my first half summary. I think France is quite sort of samey that half. France dominated the game. Peru defended okay, tried to hit them on the counter-attack a few times. As with Peru in the first game for them, Carrillo has been their best player by far. I think they were sort of unlucky with the goal, but as a few you said, you do make your own luck, and at the end of the day, France do deserve that goal and do deserve to be leading. I just hope they can come out, obviously Peru in the second half, and do something positive and really maybe nick a goal from a set piece and defend well and keep it at 1-1, because look, a win for France in this game and they're going through to the knockout rounds. And although that is fantastic for you if you're French and for the French national team, it's not as interesting for the third group game. And if France were to draw or even lose this game now, you'd see a really interesting third round of the group stage game. So, you know, we're covering all the games here, and that's football, so I really want to see a good game in the third round. But guys, get in the comments. Like I keep saying, these watch-alongs are all about you. Without you guys, the streams don't work. I've got your comments here on my big old computer so I can see them nice and large. Get in your opinions on that half. Who was your man of the half? I think a lot of people will go Pogba, like me. My man of the half was Pogba. I think he was at the heart of everything France did positively. You know, every chance they created, Pogba was at the heart at. He was making the play tick. And people have criticised him for not grabbing the games by the scruff of the neck, but I think he has done today. I think, like I said, he's been at the heart of that France team, and without him creating chances and slipping people in, they wouldn't have had the goal. So, you know, I think he's my man of the half. So, yeah, getting who's your man of the half, what do you think of that? Also, now you've seen 45 minutes of Peru against France. How do you think they're going to cope with them in the second half? Do you think Peru should come out and do anything differently? Do France need to do anything differently in order to get the win? Let me know how you think the second half is going to go as well. So yeah, I wanted to get all your comments here in the live comment section. I'm going to be reading them out and answering your questions. You got any questions for me? Get them in there. It's all about you guys today. So, Andrew Kidd says Pogba definitely my man of the half. Yeah, Rolly says Pogba was very good. Pogba was a beast. Pogba the mastermind of passes. Pogba definitely. Never better midfield than Pogba in world football than Pogba. Don't know, mate. Probably Cruz. Pavard has been good. He's been good. I just think Pogba for me is my man of the half. Describe both teams in one word. Yeah, that's. We tend to do that at the end of the game, but we can do that now as we have got a little bit of time to spare. Describe both teams' performances in that half, Peru and France, in one word. I think it's a good little exercise we can do. It gets you guys interacting, and also it really makes you think hard about how you have to summarise that performances and. To get to the very essence of the performances, it brings that out in the comments, doesn't it? So, yeah, describe Peru and France's performances in one word, summarise them. If I had to summarise, I'd say France domination, Peru, okay. Or no, Peru involved. Because France, yeah, they have dominated, but Peru, the reason I say involved is because I was trying to think of a way to say still in the game, you know, like it's not like Peru have been completely smashed out the park. They've been treated as if they're just mannequins standing on the pitch, and France have been walking past them as if they're not even there. That's not been the case. France, yes, they've dominated. Yes, they've had more of the ball, and yes, they've had more chances, which is why I summarise them with domination. But the reason I say Peru involved is because, like I said, they've not been completely out of it. They have still been involved. They have still created a few chances here and there. They have defended okay. So for me, France domination, Peru involved. That's the sort of way I can summarise them in my head. I want to know what you guys think. France scores one more goal. Peru also to score one more goal. So you think, why? What can Peru do to get a goal? Where do you think... Here's a question for you. Sort of narrow the question down. Where do you guys think France's weaknesses are? That's a question for you. Where do you think France's weaknesses are? The fullbacks, the centre-backs, going forward, where do you think France's weaknesses are? I want to know where you think Peru can get at France. Matuidi on the left wing, put Dembele there instead. He can use both feet, get the natural left foot cross on the left wing, and could cut in and shoot on his right. That's what I think, mate. I think, look, I don't think Dembele was good last game. But why would you bring what's Matuidi going to do any differently to Dembele? You know, I don't get it. Yeah, good for deleting that, mate. Fullbacks, France weaknesses in the midfield. What, the midfield too of Kante and Pogba? I think that's one of the best midfields in the world. I do think Pogba's better than the midfield three, but, you know. Lads, I'm going to quickly go for a wee. I'll be back in 2 minutes, less than that, really. So just, if someone asks where I am, they shouldn't, because I'll be back in 30 seconds, but I'm just going to quickly go for a wee. Get in the comments. You guys know how quick I wee, so, yeah, just get in the comments and get talking to you guys, and I'll be back in 30 seconds' time. I'm back. I'm back, lads. I'm going to quickly just turn on the air conditioning. Just settle down. Oh, God, there we go. I'm back in the room. Did the chair bore you, or was he alright? Was he alright for you? Giroud is a B-Tech crouch. I think Giroud's very, very decent. I really like him as a player. I really like him as a player. I think he's I think he's quality, Giroud. I reckon it's game over already. Yeah, I think it is going to be difficult for Peru to come back, isn't it? But at the end of the day, Switzerland came back against Brazil, and you know what happened there. So it is possible. It is possible. Casemiro is just a leg breaker. He's got the footballing ability of my nan's dead cat. I've met Casemiro. Ala Madrid, lol. Just because Madrid didn't buy him, don't mean he's a bad player. Don't know what you're talking about. Sander did a couple of rails. I don't know what rails are, mate. Just waiting for the second half to kick off now, lads. If I had to go into the second half after seeing what I've just seen, I reckon it's going to be 2-0, maybe 2 or 3-0 France, I reckon. I don't see Peru coming back into it, if I'm honest. I hope they will. I hope they will, you know, get a set piece and score and make it interesting. But I doubt it. I really do doubt it. I love it when people think I'm Mark. What's your predictions, Mark? Like I just said that. He just put asterisk Sander. All right. No. I'm late to the party. How has Carrillo played? Carrillo has been their best player, in my opinion. I think he played a bit better in the game against Denmark, but he's definitely been Peru's best player, and I think he's going to get a good move in the summer to a big club. Or not like a big club, but he's definitely going to move from Benfica. I feel like France could easily have their morale broken. If Peru can snatch at least one goal, that might put enough pressure on France for them to back off a little. Yeah, maybe. I'm like I said, I'm just hoping they can snatch a goal. I'm hoping that Peru can snatch a goal from a set piece or something like that. You know, I'm just hoping for the best at this point. So where do you go to uni, Sander? I don't know, mate. I'm still. So I've got next year, and then I've got uni. Sander, would you have Giroud at United? Yeah, I would actually. I would actually have Giroud at United. I actually would. There's a question for you. Would you have Giroud at your club and then put who you support? Why is my dad ringing me? Yeah, definitely. I definitely have Giroud at United. I think United lack a big man. I know we've got Lukaku, but like we saw in the FA Cup final, when he gets injured, you're in trouble, aren't you? And I think he's just great coming off the bench, Giroud. Just waiting for this second half to get started now, lads. So I'm going to Oxford? No, mate. I actually kind of want to go to Salford. If any of you know Zara Connolly from United Stand, obviously a little while ago, that's the sort of path I'm hoping to follow. As a United fan, perfect backup to Lukaku. No, Giroud's backup to Firmino. Yeah, I think that's decent. Sana, what's your thoughts on Fred? I think he's decent. I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. I think, I just agree with what Mark says, really. I just think it's good to see Mourinho going away from his sort of classic tall players. He's going to bring tenacity. He's going to bring creativity. Yeah, I think I'm excited. Would not take Giroud. Yeah, would take Giroud. It's sort of split in the comments about Giroud. I rate him, and he wouldn't be expensive, so you wouldn't really be risking a lot with taking him at your club. I'll take him. Is Christopher White gone off to sleep? Oh, that's a shame. Guys, I'm sort of run out of what to say. I'm just sort of waiting for the second half to start at this point. Hurry up. How long left then? Probably about now, really. Any minute now it should start. I would not have Giroud either. Would have James Rodriguez quicker. I'd have... yeah, I probably would have James Rodriguez quicker. But that's not the question, is it? So, your opinion on Germany's chances? What the bloody hell was that noise? I think I've got a good chance before the tournament. I'd said they'd be up there to win it, the final probably. But, weren't good against Mexico, but hopefully they can get themselves back up and running again and get a bit of momentum. I just think they lack pace, and, who was the player that they left out of the team? So, Leroy Sané, So, yeah, I think they lack pace. I think it's a pace something they definitely need in their side, and Leroy Sané would be perfect for that. Julian Draxler, Marco Reus, Brandt, and people like that, they're good, but they're not pacey wingers and direct, and that's what they need. So, if you could sell one player at United apart from Fellaini and buy one player, who would it be? Probably sell... where have we got enough players? I don't know, sell someone like... does it have to be, like, direct replacements for each other? I'll probably just sell someone like, I don't know, who's a bit shit. Sell Matic, play McTominay there, Mourinho seems to like him, and then buy Ronaldo, is what I'd do. Players coming out on the pitch here, lads. Yeah, so matter I'm bringing Ronaldo, yeah. Let me get the timer ready. Then a finger on the clicker, as per usual. Come on, lads, let's get started now, shall we? Peru are making 2 substitutions, which is odd. Farfan coming on at half-time, number 10. And who else is coming on? Yotten off for Farfan. Oh, my eyes water when I yawn. Does anyone else have that? And Santa Maria coming on. Oh. Alex Rudd says this is unprofessional, dead air. Mate, stop. I can't be... Oh, fuck off. Sorry. I'm a bit tired now. I can't speak non-stop for 2.5 hours straight, mate. We've kicked off. There we go. We've kicked off. Timer has started. And now let's get back into the mood, shall we? Now let's get back into the mood. 312 of you watching. Guys, can you get sharing the video to get more people involved? We're trying to hit 37,350 subscribers today. That would be good if we could. If we could get over that, that'd be even better, wouldn't it? So, get sharing it, get subscribing if you haven't already. You've got a good 314 of you watching, so it's okay. And, I'm hoping for a Peru shock in this next 45 minutes. Hopefully they can do it. France coming forward here, though, immediately. Griezmann out wide to Matuidi on the left wing. Ridiculous, isn't it? What the hell was that man doing? Why the hell was he playing? That's a foul, I think. Why the hell is he playing on the left? Big Bally says, imagine being old enough to have a beard, a family, a stable job, and choosing to do a Mexican wave. Yes, yeah. Goal kick, not goal kick, it's a free kick here for Galassi, the Peruvian goalkeeper. And Titty's gone down, but seeing what he goes down before, he's rolling around like an absolute baby. Get up, you mug. What's the problem now? What's the issue, mate? If he's not actually injured him. Oh, he's making an absolute meal of it. This ref looks funny. Oh, no, to be fair, that looks bad. No, to be fair, that looks bad. Fair enough. That looks bad. That looks like a dead leg. That looks like a dead leg for Titi, and that hurts like a bastard. That hurts, man. He's coming off of a stretcher, yeah, to be fair. No, he's not all right. He's coming off. Yeah, to be fair, no, that looks bad. It looks like a dead leg. Well, to be fair, it's difficult to run dead legs off. Usually they can just linger, can't they, dead legs? They usually wear off, though, after, like, 2-3 days, if they're bad. I once had a really bad dead leg, like someone came, like, so if this is my thigh, so if this is my, like, knee, this is my foot, and this is my calf, someone just went, bang, straight in with their, like, shin or something like that, straight into my calf. And, yeah, it was awful. Yeah, he's pulled his titty. He's walking off. He doesn't need the stretcher, but he's limping off. Yeah, it looked bad, to be fair. That looked painful. So tired now. Could be his third leg. Stop that. Is he not even coming off? Is he going to try and give it a go? Or is he actually going to come off? It looks like he's going to give it another go here, lads. From a stretcher being on the pitch to him now wanting to give it a go is interesting, isn't it? Is he back on? I think he's back on. Oh, mate, Titi on the left wing is the worst. Titi on the left wing, no, sorry, Matuidi on the left wing is like having Harry Kane on corners. It's that bad. What's the first international tournament you really got into? Euro 96 for me. My first heartbreak when England should have won. My first international was 2010. 2010 World Cup, mate. I was 10 years of age. Got 33. We got 333 people watching, which is extremely satisfying. Yeah, 2010. I was 10 years of age. Holland got to the finals. The first time I cried about a game of footy in my life. Cry my eyes out, mate. Come on, Peru. Get forward. Still on the pitch. You're their way here, France. Knocking it about. Shoot! Oh! It was this far away from it being an absolute banger. Oh, dearie me. He hit the... Oh, no. I think he hit that, like... He hit the bit where the sort of... Yeah, he hit the bit where it comes together. The post comes together with the crossbar. Oh, that was so unlucky. He started it right outside of the goal and it just went back in. Happy birthday, Aaron Stone. It was a big chance. Well, it wasn't even a big chance. It was just a fantastic strike. So close to it just being an absolute... That would have been a screamer. If that went in, that would have been an absolute screamer. Yeah, 5 minutes into the second half, as you can see on my screen. I know I'm about a minute and a half behind you guys. I'm aware of that. So just pause your TV and sync up with me so you can watch it along with me. As Kane Pogba says, Sandra, you're miles behind. I know. Just pause your TV and sync up with me, mate. It's easy. Great effort. That deserved an equaliser there. Well, clearly not. It didn't go in, did it? How was Australia, mate? I didn't do it, but I watched it. Australia was... I think they're a bit unlucky, to be fair, but Denmark probably deserved to... It was probably a fair result, to be fair, 1-1. Because Australia dominated the second half, but Denmark dominated the first. So, it's probably a fair result, 1-1. Two fullbacks of France are absolutely hopeless. They're not very good, are they? They're not very good, the two fullbacks. Lads, it's so hot out here in Spain. It's like a good 34, 35 degrees. It's ridiculous. It's so hot. Get Pogba at the field and let Kante go deeper. Yeah, but then you've just got one in the midfield if you're pushing Pogba up forward. I think they're doing all right at the moment, France. But once again, look, they've not been convincing, have they? They've not been convincing whatsoever. So, you know, you'd expect them, with the quality they've got, to smash the likes of Peru and Australia and things like that. Look, if you look at their group, Peru, Australia and Denmark, they should be spattering every single one of those teams with the squad they've got, but they've not. They've not battered them. Yeah, free kick France here. And Titi's all right, he's in there. Titi's got a weird face, hasn't he? Referee's seen something he's not happy with. He's calling two players to have a little chat. Dude, you're like 7 minutes behind. Well, you can see my bloody timer, can't you, mate? Sorry, I'm stressed out. You can see my timer. 8 minutes in now, into the second half. Just pause and sync up with that. Free kick in here. Back stick. Peru get rid. Get rid. Keeper collects. Keeper collects. Decent. Very decent. Chill out and get it forward. That was a rubbish pass, wasn't it? Do you get with any Spanish lasses in Spain? I've got a missus, mate. Mendy should have started ahead of Fernandes. Well, Mendy's missed after the whole of the last season, hasn't he? So, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Guys, we've got 400 of you watching, which is good. Guys, can we get a subscriber? We're trying to hit 37,350 subscribers. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, then do get involved. We're here with every single World Cup game with a watch along. So, that's a foul. That's a yellow card as well, that, from the back. That's a yellow card for Carrillo. Surely, ref. I think that's a yellow card. If Sana can have a misses, then we all can all have hope. Mate, if you can have the misses, the standard of mine, you've all got extremely amount of hope. I'm just punching way above my weight. Way out my league shears, mate. That's a throw in here for you can't rewind live TV. You can just pause it, mate, and then sync up with me. I can't be asked. Did any of you? Oh, I'm not going to talk about that now. It's a good game, but let's not talk about Love Island. It's about the diet, mate. England squad have a full carling and packet of pork scratching for breakfast and lunch and dinner since arriving in Russia. I don't know where that's come from, but I'm so disappointed with the lack of ball into the box that we've seen for France. Because, like I said, get the ball out wide, get Giroud on a penalty spot or on a 6-yard box and put a ball into him. And you do that enough times and you will score. You will score. Won a corner here. I'm happy to subscribe. I'm happy to shout out the new subscribers, mate. I'm happy to shout out the new subscribers. Giroud is a very pretty man, isn't he? No homo in that, but you know he's a very pretty guy. Ball into the box. Oh, skullmouth scramble there, but Peru get rid. Peru get rid. Guys, France are a poor Galactico team. I just think that, no, they've got a fantastic side, France. But if they just had a better manager, they'd be all right. But they don't. Their manager's an absolute pile of dog poo. He is, isn't he? He's awful, their manager. Absolutely dreadful. What's going on, lads? Got absolutely bladdered last night and just woke up. How's the match been? Welcome, Ultra. Welcome, mate. I hope you had a good night. What's going on? Basically, France are dominating. Peru are just sitting back and defending and trying to hit them on the counter, but not doing that very well. That's basically what's going on. Matuidi's playing on the left wing also, which is a surprise. If this France squad were in the Prem, they'd win it with a good manager. The talent's there, but no decent manager. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, well, I echo those thoughts. Big Bailey has actually been a fantastic commentator in this stream, with some jokes and some really incisive comments as well. Yeah, if this France team were in the Premier League, they'd smash it, mate. They'd win it by miles if they had a decent manager. But with Deschamps in charge, they wouldn't. Deschamps is a fool. You seem very bored, Sandra. I'm not bored, mate. It's just... Well, the game sort of died down a little bit in the second half, but I'm still excited. I'm just taking it a little bit easy now. Just taking it a little bit easy. Come on, get forward. Go on, Carrillo. Skill, nice skill. That's outside the box. That's outside the box. He's told him to get up, but it's outside. That's outside the box, that. Let's have a little look at it here. He's dived as well. That's a dive. It's a good call by the ref. What do you guys reckon? Was it a foul or not? It was never a pen because it was outside the box, but was that a foul or not? Get in the comments. Got bladdered after the England game. I took 2 days to recover. I did the watch-along, so I couldn't get bladdered. Also, I don't drink because I'm 17 years of age, so that would be wrong, wouldn't it? Lol, dive. It was a dive, wasn't it? It was a dive. And also, it was outside the box, so... Decent call there by the ref. About half an hour left of this game now, lads. About half an hour left. I think France have got this in the bag, I'll be honest with you. I think France have won this. I think France have won this. And that would mean Peru are out as well. Dive. Zidane should manage France. Yeah, definitely, mate. I think Deschamps looks like a fool, isn't he? He just looks like a fool. Yeah, Zidane should. I think Zidane would be a shout for France, definitely. I think he could win the Euros, and I think he could do some absolute madness with France. Griezmann isn't that good. Sander, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Probably about 25, mate. Is Spain not 16 to drink? I'm sure it used to be at least. No, it's 18, mate. I went 2-0 France. Actually, I think I went 2-1 France, didn't I? Well, it could still happen 2-1 France. I think, Peru aren't out of it. They're not getting battered. It's not like France are creating chances left, right and centre and it's an absolute shocker how it's still 1-0. So that's not the case. They have dominated. I just think Peru don't have enough quality on the ball and France are too good defensively to concede. Ooh, can you hear him behind? Good little cut back there, ball into the box. What the hell was that cross? Did a good bit of work to get up to get to that position, but then when he put a ball into the box, it was a poor cross. You have a lot to say about the France manager. Quick to forget that he led France to the final, Euros final. Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, mate, it was a good cross there by Peru, but no Peru player in the box. But yeah, no, what I was saying was that with the team they've got in the Euros, they were by far the best team in the Euros. By far the best team in the Euros. So it was expected for them to win it, mate. Anything other than that, it was a failure. Shot Carrillo over the bar. Decent chance there for Peru, but obviously not put away. So, can Australia get through the group? Yeah, they can, because, look, put it this way, right? So, Australia on 1 point. Denmark now going to go and play France, and Peru are going to play Australia. So, if Australia beat Peru, and they're on 4 points, and Denmark lose to France, so that they're still on 4 points, Australia and Denmark are on 4 points and Peru are on 0 and France are on, if they win this, 9. So in that case, it'd just go down to goal difference, wouldn't it? Callum Christie says, I think an underdog will win this World Cup as big teams will be ageing except France. No, not really. I do think the big teams will come good eventually. It's just I think they need to have a little bit of time to settle in. Van Gaal, the Netherlands manager. Oh mate, I just want Holland in a big tournament. I just want us in a big tournament. Let's put it this way, right? I've missed out on the Euros 2016 and now this 2018. 2014 we got to the semi-finals, got knocked out. 2012 in the Euros we got knocked out in the group stages, and then 2010 we got to the final. So up and down really. Yeah, I was born in 2000, October the 3rd. So my birthday is not too far away really, about 5 months really. Just a little while away. What do you think about Daniel Azani for Australia? I didn't watch it. Well, I did watch it, but I didn't keep my eye on him. So but he looked like a decent player when I did see him, though. I heard Mark bantering on about him. Oh, would it go down to fair play? Is that right? Let me look that up. If two teams are on the same points in the group, World Cup 2018, how is it decided? Yeah, no, it is goal difference. It's not fair play. It's goal difference, mate. It's settled by goal difference. Yeah, goal difference it is. 63 minutes into, 64 coming up to it now. So about 25 minutes, half an hour left of the match. I think it's dead and buried, isn't it? I think it's dead and buried. Oh my God, you're a millennial, you entitled bunch. Thing is, yeah, people talk about my generation and the generations below me and say, oh, they're all this, they're lazy, they're this, they're that. That's not our fault. That's just the way we're being brought up. It's your fault. It's the older generations. It's our parents' fault for putting everything for us on a plate. You guys all say, you don't even know how to do the dishwasher these days. You know, when I was, I had to do everything around the house. Because that's not our fault. That's because you guys, our parents, have put everything for us on a plate. Or at least a lot of parents, at least. You know? I think this will end 1-0 if I'm honest. I don't see another goal in it. I think France might maybe nick another one, but it's quite a slow end to this game. Sander, you're the same age as me. When's your birthday? And I'm guessing you were born in 2000. I just answered that, mate. I don't want to talk about it too much because we are watching a football game here, pal. But France on the attack. Well defended there by Peru. Cut out. Very decent. I'm happy that we've sort of been averaging around about 380 people watching, which is obviously more than we usually average. So we've got 11 people to subscribe until we hit 37,350, which is that is the target for today. Although we sort of want to hit 37,378 because that would mean 100 subscribers this stream. So get involved, get subscribing, lads. We've got I don't know how many people we've got watching actually, but we've got a decent amount of you watching. So get subscribing if you haven't already. Share the video as well. Trying to get as many of you involved as possible. Like I said, we're live here every single game for the World Cup with a watch-along. So get involved. Definitely get involved. It's good to interact with the comments. It's a fantastic place to watch all the World Cup games. So, yeah, get subscribing. Definitely get subscribing. And then also, Mark's trying to hit 37,500 tonight. So, that'd be decent. How can you win 1-0 against Peru if they're attacking depth, man? Jesus. Yeah, mate, that's what I'm saying. That's the way I felt against Australia. Yeah, they won, but they didn't win convincingly, did they? And they should, like you say, with the amount of attacking depth they do have, they should be smashing like the likes of Australia and Peru and next up Denmark. It's ridiculous. And I think that's down to Deschamps. I think it's down to Deschamps because when you got, you know, Ousmane Dembele, Tolisso and Lamar and people like that on the bench, but you're playing bloody Blaise Matuidi on the left wing, you've got to question it. You know, you've got to question the manager's choices at that point. Go on, Peru. Do it for me. Do it for the sachet. They lose this, by the way, lads. They're out. Well, I've talked about the game loads, mate. Knocking it about now, Peru. Ball central, out wide. There's no one in the box for Peru. This is the issue. Into Carrillo, he's going to shoot again. He's had a few decent shots from that sort of position, but he doesn't. Spreads it out wide. Shots. Decent shot over the bar. Good effort over the bar, though. If you win by one, it's still a win. Yeah, I know it's still a win, but it's more the fact that, look, if you look at this squad, okay, let me read you guys out the lineup and then the bench, right, to really spoon feed you it. Hugo Lloris, Pavard, Varane, Umtiti, Hernandez, Pogba, Kante, Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, Matuidi, Olivier Giroud, Thomas Lemar, Ousmane Dembele, Tolisso, and Zonzi, Fekir, Sidibe, Tovan, Mendy. All these players are some of the best players in the world. Why the hell are they just skimming wins? Yeah, they're wins, but why are they just skimming wins against the likes of Australia and Peru? It's ridiculous. You're already back? Yeah. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I didn't do the bench because I thought you were going to be back. Because it's... News you go to the gym, yeah. You could be right, Lou. It does seem to be coming. Seriously, only 45% possession against Peru. Well, Peru got a corner here, lads. Can they nick a goal from this situation? I'd be love it if they did. Ball into the box. Come on, get up. They get rid. Giroud gets rid, and it's a free kick for France. But they've got a lot of height in the box, don't they, France? So yeah, defending and attacking corners, they should be winning. Brazil, Germany, Argentina, dodgy, aren't they? Dodgy. Dodgy. When are they next playing? Let's have a little look at it then, shall we? Goal kick here for France. When are they next playing? Obviously, Argentina playing Croatia tonight, which should be an absolutely bloody brilliant game. So do join Mark later for that. And then Brazil are tomorrow, 1. So do join Mark for that against Costa Rica. Nigeria, Iceland, I'm doing it. Then Serbia, Switzerland tomorrow, which will decide, I think, who will get second place in that group. Belgium then on Saturday, Korea, Mexico is what I'm doing. Germany then on Saturday evening as well. So decent. Coming up to 70 minutes into the game, so about 20 minutes left, really, isn't it? Well, can Peru do something? I hope they can. Look, they've not been out of it. France have dominated, just because they've sort of nullified Peru. Peru haven't really done a lot going forward defensively. They've been okay, but France, I think, have dominated the game. So, I don't think why it just pisses me off every single time. Matuidi there, chance to put a ball into the box. What does he do? Smash it over. Why is Matuidi playing on the left wing? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. France, because Peru will waste a spot further in stage. I don't know what that means, mate, but I do think France will win this game. We've got 20 minutes left to see so. But if Peru can get a nick of goal in the last minute, that'd be bloody brilliant. Chance for Matuidi to put a ball into the box there again. Doesn't do a good job of it. It's ridiculous. It's bloody ridiculous. Sandy, you look like Phil Mitchell. Do I? I'm not bald. I'm pretty sure Phil Mitchell's bald. Serbia at top of the group. How is that for second? Well, because I think Brazil will finish first in that group, and then Serbia will be Switzerland will decide who becomes second. That's why I think. Because I think Brazil will beat Serbia, and then they'll beat the other team in the group, who are, I don't know who they are, but yeah, Costa Rica. So they'll beat Costa Rica, they'll beat Serbia, and then Serbia, Switzerland will be for number 2. That's what I think, at least. Peru have had the majority of the possession. Let me get the stats up for you guys. Peru really have had the majority of the possession. Stats are 55% possession for Peru. But then again, they've had 8 shots, 1 on target. Just 1 shot on target. Whereas France have had 9 shots, 4 on target. So, guys, 4 more subscribers until 37,350. And then can we go for the 100 subscriber stream, which would be absolutely fantastic if we could do that. So, we've started the stream on 37,379 subscribers. Can we hit 37,379 subscribers? Because then that would mean we'd hit 100 subscribers in the stream, which would be nice, wouldn't it? But I did only ask for 37,350 for this game. But yeah, we've got a decent amount of you watching, so it'd be good to, if you guys could get involved and share the video to get other people involved as well. World Cup is coming home, football's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. It says, have entered your names correctly. I don't know what that means. Saudi Arabia versus Egypt will be a cracker. Oh, mate, when is that? Jesus Christ. I think me and Mark are going to have to do that together to keep each other company. Yes! Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, that's all right. Don't worry about that. We'll do Uruguay-Russia. We'll do Uruguay-Russia for that game. Oh, it's a decent chance then. It's a decent chance. I missed that. Sorry, lads. I missed that. I missed that chance there for France. But Peru coming for... Spread it! Spread it! Go! Oh, I thought it was in! I thought it was in. It hit the side netting. I thought it was in. Oh, Carrillo with the ball into the box. It's a bit overcooked, but he sort of volleys it in mid-air. And I thought he'd put it in at the near post, but it hit the side netting. Oh, unlucky. Dembele coming on here for Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe out. Ousmane Dembele in. Mate, I just don't get Deschamps. I don't get him. Come on, Peru. About 15 minutes of the game left. Can Peru do it? Come on, lads. For the sachet. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Go on, Britain's Got Talent. Mate, I've already won that. Did you not get the memo? I've already won it. Who's coming on a 40-day bar crawl when we win the World Cup? Sign me up. Mbappe being average for me, I hope for more. Mate, this is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. He's overrated. I asked you guys that earlier. Overrated or underrated, Mbappe? Overrated player. He's no better than Rashford, honestly. He's done nothing today. Yeah, he scored, but at the end of the day, other than that, it was a tap-in, wasn't it? Matuidi in left mid is worse than Ashley Young at right back. It's worse than Harry Kane taking corners. Or Phil Jones taking corners. Sander, who do you think Man City will sign this summer? Jorginho, Mahrez, and someone else. Have they already signed? Have they already signed someone? Peru deserve at least a point. Well, from the way they've played in the 2 games against Denmark, at least a point today. If they lose, then fair enough. But I do think they've played well today, Peru. Where is Benzema? He got in that whole scandal, sex tape scandal, didn't he? So he doesn't play for France. It's mad to think that they've also got, we talk about their strength in depth, but they've also got Benzema, who obviously doesn't play for them, but. Griezmann is so overrated. I think he's probably, he's a bit overrated, but I think he is good player, Griezmann. I think Mbappe is bloody overrated. 1 subscriber until 37,350. It'd be good if we could hit that. Then let's go for the 29 subscribers for the 100 subscriber stream. That's going to be slightly more difficult as we only have about 13.5 minutes left of the game. But, it'd be good. Could we go for a last little resurgence to get 37,000? We've hit 37,350 now. Can we go for 37,379, which is what we started on? That'd be fantastic if we could hit that 100 subscriber mark, like for this stream. And then all Mark needs to do is get, what was it, 111 subscribers in his stream, and then we've hit 37,500 for the day, which would be good. Doesn't change the fact that Mbappe is way better than Rashford. I don't think he is, mate. I think Mbappe is just as good as... he's just about Rashford's standard, if not a bit worse, honestly. I don't rate Mbappe at all. Yeah, he had a good Champions League season for Monaco, but what's he done at PSG, mate? Tell me. He's playing in the easiest league in the world, and what's he done? Not set the world alight, has he? Apparently he's the next big thing. Well, why is he not doing well then? Why is he not smashing it? Why is he not smashing it against bloody Peru? Tell me that. Ask me. France have a good squad, but a bad manager, yeah. Which is why I think they're winning, because they've got the good squad, but winning narrowly because they've got the bad manager, pretty much. This team should be embarrassed, wasting time on Peru. Middle finger, France. Yeah, well, Jared. Yeah. George Watt says, I don't agree with anything you say, Sander. Well, what about Fellaini should not be a starter for Manchester United? Caught you out there, haven't I? What about Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the two best players in the world? What about the sky is blue? Agree with me now? Huh? So I thought, George. Yeet! Mbappe is a young man. He will grow into the game. Yeah, that is true. He could obviously get better as time goes on, but from what I've seen, I don't really rate it, to be honest. France knocking it about now. I guess they just want to just slow down the momentum, because they are obviously winning. They just chill, defend well. Obviously, one goal is just one goal, and it doesn't give you a cushion, really. But, you know, saying that they're coming forward here quite fluid. That's a foul. That's a foul. He's not giving a foul. How is he not giving a foul there? How is he not giving a foul there? Yeah, how the bloody hell is Matuidi still on as well? Son of why does Goldbridge hate Messi? Do they have history together or something? Yeah, basically, Messi cheated on Mark when they were like 18. They were having a relationship and he cheated, so he's always bitter. No, I think he just likes Ronaldo because obviously he played for Manchester United, which is my sort of same thing. Yeah, yeet! Fekir on here. Is Matuidi gone off? I didn't see who went off there, but 421 of you watching, which is decent. Last 10 minutes of this game now, lads. Last 10 minutes. Come on, Peru. Come on, lads. Been loving the World Cup so far. Smaller teams testing big team mentality. Yeah, I tweeted that out earlier. I've absolutely loved this World Cup so far, other than yesterday. If you guys didn't see, mate, oh my God. That yesterday's Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia was the worst game in the whole tournament so far. I was just dying. I really, really was so bored watching that yesterday. It's good I had you guys to talk to, but other than yesterday, I've really enjoyed this World Cup. I've enjoyed the fact that the big teams just haven't steamrolled the little ones, and the little ones, you know, Mexico, Iceland, and Switzerland, causing serious problems, you know. I like that. Come on, Peru. Yellow card out here. For Aquino. Aquino basically means, in Spanish, it means here. No. Aquí? No. Football's coming on. 81 minutes into it. Mate, this ref is bonkers, isn't he? He's very, he moves very, don't know, he moves, rather than he sort of moves, I don't know if that's just me. Big chance there for Ousmane Dembele, puts it wide. Now, if they'd scored that would be game over. But no, he hasn't. He put it wide. Decent chance there. It was close, but missed. Yeah, I wore this top on purpose for Peru, mate. I wore it on purpose for Peru. When I was looking for my cupboard, I saw it, and I was like, whoa, the sachet, that looks like a Peru thing. Ah. The TV commentators know when VAR is checking, so the director should put a sign text on the screen to let us know a check is going on. Yeah, but, you know, I'm not really that arsed. Come on, Peru. 82 minutes into the game, 8 minutes left of the full 90, and then however many minutes of stoppage time. But come on. Come on. What's the yeet all about? Should we just yeeting? Yeah, why do you guys not talk about football in the chat? I don't get it. Mark's always telling me, and I do ask you football questions, but I've always got to try and speak about football to you guys. But it's very difficult when you guys are talking about, yes, cookie dough, yeet, let's sing the Thunder Buddy song, Chinese. Just that's literally some of the comments. Come on, Peru. It's not been that bad. It's not been worse than Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. It's not been amazing, but it's been a decent game. I'm fairly interested in it. That's a foul, ref. Good. Well done, ref. In the comments. Lads, if we do one thing today, I want to hit 37,379, because that would mean we got 100 subscribers this stream, which is very decent, isn't it? So how many is that? 360, then 19, that's 20, was it 22? 22 more subscribers we need, lads. There's 410 of you watching, so I'm sure at least 22 of you haven't subscribed. And if you have, if all 406 of you have subscribed, then get sharing the video and get your mates involved, you know? I am watching the game, Carlos. Coming forward here, Peru. The edge of the box. Put one in, mate. There's no one in there. Well, there was, actually, but... Goes out for a Peru corner here. Come on. Come on, Peru. Ball into the box. What the hell was... Oh, it's all right. Cleared away. Gone out for a throw-in. I think for a Peru throw-in. Here we go. Come on. Last 5 or so minutes of the full 90. So probably about... What's it? Not probably about... So there's 5 minutes left. 9 minutes left of the game now. Oh, France get rid, and they're coming forward now. Peru tackle, decent. Go on, Carrillo. By the way, guys, if Peru don't get a goal back at this point, then they're just out. They're out if Peru don't get a goal back fully. Well, not fully out, but... Actually, are they out? I don't think so. Not fully out, but 6 points, 4 points. Actually, they might be fully out in that case. I just bought a cheese grater from my pet centipede. I thought you were going to talk about a transfer, and I read it, and it was just the most ridiculous comment. Imagine Zidane managing this team instead of Deschamps. They'd be so much better, wouldn't they? If Peru score, I'll go absolutely bloody mental. That's a free kick, Peru. Decent. Yellow card for Pogba, I think, here. I miss a medal celebration. No more great goals only in this World Cup. Only penalties. Yeah, mate. Well, if Peru score, you get a medal and Fellaini celebration. Basically, if you guys are joining me new and you don't, you haven't been here for a little while, I basically got a house plant that we've named Marouane Fellaini. It resembles him. You'll see it if he score. And one time, I think it was Ronaldo's goal against Spain in the last minute, I ran around the house. I just pulled that out and ran around the house. And just some reason got my houseplant involved in the celebration, and he's sort of become a cult hero. Thanks, Matty. Come on, Peru. If they could score this, oh my god. It's very central, isn't it? It's too central. The whole country of Peru is rooting for him. Just 19 of you to subscribe. There's not long left of the game now, lads, but 37,360 subscribers. Just 19 of you, and then we would have hit 100 subscribers this stream, which would be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, get involved. But I've got a free kick here, about 30 yards out, I reckon, maybe 32. Well, that's maybe 35 even. Even 35 yards out. Very central. He steps up, he shoots. Straight into Hugo Lloris. Straight into Hugo Lloris. There's a decent chance, but too far out. And it's quite central as well. We're coming. Apple's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming home. Mark Goldbridge tweeted out saying, Peru are a fantastic side to watch and it's a shame they're going out, but they couldn't finish their dinner. That's from the main man, Marquinhos Goldbridginho himself. That is his real name. So, you know. Good. Goldbridginho. Imagine that was his name, Goldbridginho. The French magician. French, Brazilian. You can tell I've been live for about 2.5 hours now, or 2 hours and 5 minutes. George Watts is off. See you in a bit, George, mate. A few of you leaving. I don't know why you're leaving, lads. We've got, what, 2 minutes of the full 90. And then I think Pogba's coming off here. Pogba off and Zonzi on. That's a defensive substitution, isn't it? Mo Salah coming on, yeah. No, yeah, Pogba off and Zonzi on. That's defensive. That's defensive. So got about 1 minute of the full 90, and then I presume 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, everyone call Goldbridginho. Oh, mate. Oh, lads, we're quite close. 37,364. We need 37,379 is our goal. Knocking it about now, Peru. Everyone's just Goldbridgeson, Goldenberg. Ah, oh, come on. Come on. I don't know how many minutes of stoppage time, but as Mark says, they're a good team to watch, but they couldn't finish their dinner. They couldn't finish their dinner. Like, if you look at the game against Denmark, they should have won that by 3 or 4 goals easily. But they couldn't finish their dinner. And in this game, they've had a few chances. Not too many, but not clinical enough, are they? Not clinical enough. How many minutes of stoppage time do we have then, do you reckon, lads? Is it 4 minutes? I told you 4 minutes, 3 or 4. 4 minutes of stoppage time. France pretty disappointing in this World Cup, mate. Regardless, if it stays 1-0, which I said about 55 minutes in, I thought it was going to stay 1-0. If it does stay 1-0, which, like I said, I think it will, it doesn't take... Yes, they've got the 3 points, but it doesn't take away from the fact that they've been absolutely shocking. Like, not shocking, but just with the team that they've got, you'd expect so much more. Pogba, 89 million. Dembele, 135. Mbappe, 130 odd, right? Antoine Griezmann, if he was to leave, about 90 mil. Titi, 75 mil, 60 mil maybe. Varane, 80 mil. Kante, 50 mil. You know? And then you look at the bench, Lamar, 50 mil. They've just got Fekir, 50 mil. They've got such a good team. How they haven't smashed this Peru side, which, by the way, I don't really know many of their players. How they haven't smashed this Peruvian side, I don't know. I don't know how they've not done it. Peru are going home. They're going home. They're going home. They're going. Peru are going home. They're going. To be fair, I only sang that because Callum Christie wanted me to, but I'm actually a bit gutted that Peru are going home because I do like them, and I do think they're a decent side as well. Two minutes into the stoppage time, into the 4 minutes of stoppage time. So unless they can nick one back now, I don't see it happening, if I'm honest, lads. My man of the match, I'll probably go Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba, I reckon. Oh, good stretch. Ball into the box. Free kick. Get up. Oh, Hugo Lloris collects. Oh, it's gone out for a goal kick. Never underestimate the Americans, South Americans. Can take at least 200 mil. Yeah, no, never, mate. Sonder, the South American sides are very difficult to play against. The qualifiers are tough. It's true. Love the Peru kit, me. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Apparently, it was like their kit in 1981 or something like that. I don't know. Was voted like the nicest kit of all time or something like that. Coming forward here, France. This surely is a goal. They get rid. Oh, 30 seconds left of this now, lads. It's the last chance saloon for Peru. Just a good knockdown. Spread it wide. Oh, they won it back. All France need to do now is keep the ball in and then through into the knockout stages. Ian Turlington missed a bloody game. No, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, I don't expect you guys to watch every single watch-along, although if you're not, then you're not true ultra. Coming forward here, France. Oh, I thought it was a goal. Good defensive block there, but it goes out for a France corner. And that'll be it now, lads. That'll be it. Thanks for tuning in. We've just got to wait for this corner to be put in, and then I'm sure the ref will blow his whistle. France, narrow win, pretty solid performance, but I'd expect more from them against a side like Peru, if I'm honest. So, yeah, France win, through to the knockout stages. Peru out, unfortunately for them. Mark, your prediction didn't come true. So, thanks everyone for joining me. Do remember we've got Argentina versus Croatia in about 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes, I reckon. So, yeah, get involved with that. Thanks for everyone for subscribing as well today. Almost hit 100 subscribers today. I massively appreciate it. France into the knockout stages. Pogba, my man of the match. A convincing performance, but didn't set the world alight. Unfortunate for Peru, but yeah, like I said, thanks everyone for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with... What game I'll be back tomorrow with? Nigeria, Iceland. And then, of course, Mark's got Argentina, Croatia now. Then at 1 o'clock, Brazil, Costa Rica. Me at Nigeria, Iceland at 4. And then Serbia, Switzerland, the big one, at 7 p.m. British time tomorrow. So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. I do appreciate it. Like I said, join Mark later for Argentina versus Croatia. It's the big one. I'm going for an Argentina loss. We'll have to wait and see, won't we, lads? Cheers all. I'll speak to you all tomorrow at the same time, same place, different shirt. Very good. Cheers for tuning in.